but also we have something special that we have all of the Shadow voice actors here at Sonic Expo, with the exception of one. I like to call myself the resident Shadow fan at the Sonic Expo, like in the Sonic Expo staff. It's just a big icon that I've always loved and been deeply ingrained into. So I'm happy to actually be able to put this panel together, and I want to introduce to all of you your Shadow the Hedgehog voice actors. Come on down, guys.
How you guys doing? Thank you for coming out today. It's awesome.
So it's really cool to be able to actually gather all the shadows that we have and kind of just talk about what this character actually means when it comes to like recording in the booth, and then also interacting with fans and hearing the stories of what it means to be told, like, oh, this is what Shadow means to me. And then as the person who voices Shadow, you get to bounce back. Well, this is what it was like for me. And it's amazing to hear that there's sometimes similarities and sometimes things that you didn't even know the fans knew, and they come and tell you, and you get to learn new things about Shadow every day. Things that you only got to even think were possible years after you completed the role, and then things that you didn't even know were a part of his character until you're still doing the next thing. So I kind of want to start things off by just getting an idea of what it was like acquiring the role of Shadow, and how did you prepare to fill those shoes, if you will. You want to start with Jason?
Sure. God, that's loud. Hi, everyone. So, I was approached to audition for Shadow while I was in session recording an episode of Sonic X. And there was a sound engineer of 4 kids named John Dixon. And he brought in the script and a little picture of Shadow. He said, "You want to audition for this?" I said, "Yeah." So after my session, I went over to his studio and auditioned for it. And I think about a week and a half later, they asked me to come back and do like a little callback, just to adapt some things. But it's so fun because I was already doing an impression of my former roommate, who's a big smoker, a big drinker, and he sort of sounded like this. And so I thought, oh, this is a perfect voice for Shadow. So I did it, and it was so much fun because, you know, doing Sonic the whole time is great, but it just always felt manic. And he always had a, Parliament in his fingers and a glass of whiskey. So it was just a cool, kind of yin and yang to do in the booth,
Sure. So, being the most recent, it was very daunting, stepping into a character that is clearly so beloved and has been performed so incredibly by so many other performers. When the show originally came to town, they put out a casting call, new Sonic animated series, entire cast was on it, except Shadow wasn't on it. So I originally got a call back for Sonic, and then they said, oh, when he goes in, can he also read this? This character wasn't sent out earlier, but can he also do this? And that was Shadow. And so I went in and I did my okay Sonic callback, and then I did my Shadow, and there was kind of like a bit of like, that's pretty good. And I went away, and then a little while later I got the call. They liked it. SEGA said, okay, he'll do it. So I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, it was then Operation Don't Drop the Ball, which hopefully I've done an okay job living up to everything that these incredible performers have also done. Yeah.
I'm the story of being in the right place at the right time. I was in San Diego and I was working with my really good friends Ryan Drummond and Scott Dreyer. We were doing a musical theater show called Forever Plaid. We were doing 8 shows a week, singing lots of 50s and 60s songs, and Ryan came to us one day and said, hey, SEGA's looking for a couple people who kind of sound like me or who can match my type of voice. And we all sang his character in the show, Smudge, and so we went in and
both Scott and I auditioned for Shadow, and he went first, and they called him and they're like, well, so you didn't get Shadow, but we have a little something different for you. And he's like, okay, he was a little upset, because Scott pretty much gets everything he auditions for. And then, I got to audition, and then Scott was like, well, who got the part? And I said, well, David Humphrey did. And so then he was really happy, because we're pretty much like brothers and love each other so much. So, and then they let him know that he got Knuckles. So that's how I got in, and it was amazing. Like, it was my very first time in a studio recording voiceover, so it was exciting, overwhelming, a lot of fun, a lot of stress. I think that's where my gray hair came from. But I didn't know it was going to become what it is today. And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be a part of this franchise and to be meeting these guys finally and spending time with them. Just wonderful talent and just wonderful people. I can't imagine a better group of people and a better group of fans out there. So thank you for letting me be part of this. Yeah.
What a great introduction to voiceover. What a nice way to fall into it. That's incredible. Again, like David, right place, right time. I worked for a studio called Studiopolis quite a bit.
Oh.
And done a lot of stuff for them. And prior to that, the owner of Studiopolis, I've been with Saban, who I had done another ton of work for. And so came up to Sonic, and I can't even remember what I think I was doing. They had me doing some announcer, big announcer, big announcer voice, counting off 10, 9, 8. Anyway, I was doing some other stuff, and then they said, hey, we want you to, give us your take on this Shadow character. I'm not a gamer, and the only contact I've had with the Sonic franchise was my son, playing a little bit of the video game and some of the cartoons, but I really was not familiar with Shadow, so I didn't know the gravity of the character that they were throwing at me. So I just said, oh, okay, well, what's he like? What is he? And they showed me an image of him. They said, he's kind of badass and kind of an anti-hero and very cool and unflappable. And so I just thought of, my frame of reference for badass, cool, unflappable. And I came down to Clint Eastwood. And so that's, this Shadow's kind of just started out as my take on Clint Eastwood. And they liked it. So they said, yeah, let's go with that. We'll use it. So he didn't have a whole lot of lines in the first thing I did. And I thought, oh, he's just some little guy who comes and he's gone. And then he turned into Shadow. So, yeah.
So from Carl to Clint Eastwood.
From Carl to Clint Eastwood, yeah.
Obviously now that you're both, all of you have either been through it or are currently in it, it's a massive undertaking. And the response from the fans has been, I can only imagine, overwhelming. I wanted to know if there was any specific people or advice or words that were given to you that allowed you to better help and prepare to fill those shoes. And I know, David, for you, those shoes were brand new. You got to mold those shoes yourself. So what was it like molding those shoes for you, and then for the rest of you, what was it like filling those shoes?
They're heirloom.
Yeah, it was a fun experience trying to find the voice and the character of Shadow. Having the Japanese team being right there with us, and then going to the interpreter, and then going to the director, and trying to match what they wanted. Not seeing much, a little bit of sketches, but there was nothing there, and just they wanted Shadow to be mysterious, and we tried a lot of different things, and we finally got to that a little bit of a whispery tone that I had, and they loved that. However, that was very unfortunate for me because I couldn't really support it with my diaphragm. It was all in my throat. So, I had through the 8 hours or whatever we were recording, I had to take a lot of breaks. But I did find one thing that helped me mold Shadow, and it was just taking a little shot of whiskey before I would go in and leave. It would just calm me down enough, so when I didn't get it right, I didn't get pissed off. And there was a couple times where I threw the pencil across the studio, but that's kind of how it was molding the Shadow Man together.
Kind of a basic Robards approach to a Shadow. I don't think anybody ever gave me any advice or any words of encouragement other than like, don't suck. For me, it's all about the physicality in the booth. So, when I'm doing Sonic, my eyes pop and everything's like, I'm shaking almost.
But Shadow, everything comes down here. And I think just taking on my physicality like that really helped me get into the character's persona.
So that's something I take with me with all the voiceover work I do. But then, the response to Shadow has just been so overwhelming because it started when I first took on the role. I get like MySpace messages that were like, hey, you should go to hell, get the job back, all those things. So it was years of enduring that, which I understand all of you were either not alive or 3 years old when it all came out, so I'm glad you're here now to sort of say the opposite of that. So it's very encouraging now to hear how much Shadow meant to so many people. And also, I just gotta say, every person who cosplays as Shadow comes up and they have the coolest, they got like the black leather with the red piping and everything, and the hair's dyed, and then the people cosplaying Sonic are sort of like in a blue sweatsuit. Just saying, we all know who's a little bit cooler. Yeah.
That's so real. That is so
As far as advice that I was given on taking this version of Shadow on, one of the writers said to me before we started, Shadow fills a bit of an Obi-Wan role in this story, and so I sort of thought of him as like a dark Obi-Wan, if that makes any sense. He's sort of like a grumpy older brother in this story that we did, and having Devin play this very big, very excited Sonic was really great to let me sort of bounce off of that. And Devin and I knew each other already. We worked together on Angry Birds, and so that was a joy having him to work with. And I also tilted my music stand with lines on it down, so that I'd be looking down my nose at him when I was talking to him the entire time, because he's just sort of unimpressed with sort of the vibe I wanted to try and bring to it. And so yeah, unimpressed Obi-Wan Kenobi was kind of my
I'm kind of David, and this, my inspiration comes from the team. Whenever I record, there's always been, well, especially since COVID, but even prior to that, there's always been, SEGA has had a huge team whenever we record. And so there's writers, there's animators, there's sound people, and they're all there to give their input to the director, and who filters it out and feeds me. And been lucky enough to work with an incredible director, Jack Fletcher, whose roots are in the theater, where my roots were, and so he speaks the actor's language, which makes my life so much easier, because there is a certain language that we speak, they're just always there to say, oh, well, okay, yeah, the choice you made, that's appropriate. But there's this happening and that happening, we want you to bring this and hide the element that you let out and expose this other element. So I'm just kind of their trained circus monkey, to do what they want, and I'm lucky enough to have a great team all the time to guide me.
Shadow is both an incredibly dark character, but also an incredibly intense character. There's like a very interesting dynamic range of Shadow that ideally you get to see all of that range within, whether that's the entire game that he's in, or a specific season of a show that he's in. And I wanted to know if there was any prominent times while voicing Shadow that you either, could be one of these two, felt like you really resonated with that line, like you really felt it, you understood what Shadow was going through, maybe on like a deep level, or you just felt incredibly fulfilled as an actor delivering that line, and that just stuck with you.
Sure, the line, damn, not here. I must have said that 3 million times since then. Really resonates. I'm the coolest. You may not be able to go faster, but I can.
You guys have way too good answers. No, I can't think of anything that just, really pulled my gut. The whole last game was, gut-wrenching, but I can't think of a particular line. But recently, they've been, kind of exploring new things with Shadow, with the Lego commercials and the takeovers and the tail scoops, things like that. So he's been given the opportunity to play comedy sometimes, which is really nice. And all I can think of is the one in the Lego commercial, which was different from anything he's ever done, which was, wait, what?
I think that both understanding of how many people have actually seen that Lego commercial. When that Lego commercial came out, I need you to know the internet absolutely exploded. It was one of the most intense times we'd really seen like Kirk Shadow get to just go completely wild into that microphone. And I think once we heard that, we were just like, oh, is there something else coming, like soon? Or just that level of direction. So I wanted to know, all of your experiences as Shadow, you've now had the ability to go out and meet with different people and even a lot of fans here at this event. Has there been anything that people have told you about Shadow that you just didn't even know and you were like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. Someone today at the VIP breakfast came up and asked me what it was like to voice the part of Sonic X that was completely taken from Sonic Adventure 2. And I said, what? I had no idea. They said, oh yeah, you didn't know this was like line for line, frame for frame from Sonic Adventure 2, the whole thing with Shadow. I had no idea until today, so that's prime example right there.
Wow. Yeah, I found something out about Ryan Drummond did a few lines, and I was like, what? That mother?
I'm trying to think specifically, but, God. Oh, I sitting next to the creator at a panel at Anime Expo, and just learning the history of all the different drawings that had gone through Shadow before, and all the different things that they had gone through before they landed on this Shadow. That was a little stunning.
I learned how excited people were to see Shadow smile. I got to smile. Just a little.
I think there's been one, so I know Prime Shadow smiled, and I think even in in Generations, there's a nice little quick moment where Shadow gets a nice cute smile moment where he just gets to be a little bit, which is like you were saying, like that's very, very rare for Shadow. But it's one of those things that when you have a character that just explores so many deep emotions, getting that glimmer of that light at the end of the tunnel, I think that's like what Shadow actually brings to a lot of other things, where it's a character shrouded in darkness, yet for some reason, when he gets there, there's always that little beacon of light that he kind of brings to the table. And I think that all of your voices definitely capture that, and that's why not only is the character themselves beloved, but the voices behind it are incredibly beloved. So I think this is a good time that if we want to actually, because I've gone over some of the more like intense questions that just come from like my database of Shadow thoughts, but I wanted to see if we can create in an orderly fashion a line right here at the center. So these are going to be Shadow-specific questions. I'm going to walk up to you guys, you're going to screen the question, and you'll get to ask it right after. And then you guys can take it in anywhere you want.
Just so you know, it feels like we're on an interrogation table in a detective office. What's your name? No, really? I'm gonna get to hear more beatboxing. Okay, good. Get it.
So unfortunately, I didn't catch the person's name, but they did want to ask if all of the shadows. Lorelei asks if all of the shadows ended up in the same universe for a moment, what would that interaction look like?
Wow.
Well, I thought we were going to blow up when we came here today, so...
Are you the figure? Am I the figure? I'm so confused.
This must be the Shadowverse again.
I'm so handsome.
So, hi, by the way, thank you for voicing the best character in fiction. I wanted to ask, how does it feel knowing that, like, Shadow is so different between Sonic? Where Sonic is, like, a role model that, like, you look up to, it's like he never falters, where Shadow is, like, you as a character you deeply resonate with, that he has, like, a big emotional connection with, that you're just, like, you know, that people just heavily relate to, you know, through their heart. How does that feel just to be that role?
I think it's part of the human psyche. I mean, we have both Sonic and Shadow in us. You know, I think that's why his name is Shadow, because he is the Shadow. And I think a lot of people resonate with that because, you know, deep down they know that that is a part of who they are.
I think flawed heroes are always interesting. Nobody's perfect, and that's, even if you're trying to push towards a positive goal, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be stumbles, and you might not be the perfect person for the job, but if you're pulling in the right direction, it might be messy, but you'll get there.
Yeah, Shadow has so many levels, and I think all the characters do, but they're just, I feel like they're so much more noticeable with him because of who he is and, you know, that he is Shadow.
Yeah, I think Jason's probably the most qualified to answer the question because he's played both. You know, as I know in sessions, I'd look at Sonic and go, damn, that guy's getting to bounce off the walls. And here I'm just doing nothing. I'm showing nothing. Yeah.
So Carson wants to know that if it wasn't Keanu and you guys all had to make a decision together, who would you choose to voice Shadow in the movie?
Kirk Thornton.
Lee Majda.
Literally, this is not planned. It's like the same thing as the filming. I was just in the bathroom. I heard my name. Yeah, right?
You might want to listen about benches.
Hi. So first off, I just wanted to thank you all for your incredible work. Shadow's a foundational character for a lot of people's childhood and growing up and learning values about themselves. Especially for Humphreys and Griffith. Like, you guys were really important to me, and I think we're all glad that unlike the show, you weren't thrown into a bottomless pit within the first hour of the Expo and then only appeared at the end. My question is for Kirk. Starting off with Boom, it's a different character or a different interpretation of Shadow than like the main canon series. And so I wanted to ask, like, what was the transition into like learning more about the canon character for the game series, and how did that affect like the way that you performed him in the games?
Just learning. I knew right off the bat that he's badass, he's cool, he's, everything he did. But as I've gone along, I've learned all the details of what makes him be that way. The reason that he always keeps a lid on it and never lets the emotion out. So that's been a really wonderful, fun journey to learn all those things that have made him who he is. Because I didn't get all that when I first started the role. He's badass. Okay, let's go badass. But to get to know the layers of the onion and I kind of learned them in reverse. Instead of peeling the onion away, they started going, oh, he's got this layer to it. Oh, he's got that layer. Oh, and there's this and that all make him up. So yeah, that's been the fun of the journey.
Thank you very much.
My name is Nicole, and I was actually at the VIP brunch. I'm the one that told you that, but I'm Jason. Hello again.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. My question is that since every single Shadow the Hedgehog is here, what would they all say about each other's sonics?
You sort of sound like me. You're sexy. Why are you so blue? We are not friends.
Hi, I met Jason and Kurt yesterday. So mine is more of a request. You two did a MomoCon a couple months ago with a fitness lines in unison. Can you all four say, where's that damn fourth gear?
We were waiting for this moment. We knew it was coming.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Hi, my name's Keanu Reeves.
Well played.
How'd you get up here?
Join us.
I'm thinking I'm back.
Oh my god!
No way!
So my question, Jason, you obviously voiced Sonic.
Ian, it sounds like you auditioned for Sonic. I was curious what all of your takes on Sonic would sound like.
On day 3 of Acorn.
Yeah! Give me your best voice.
Pretty good? Yeah, the voice is right. Hey, you gotta go fast! Whoa! And this is why I didn't get the job. Right here.
Thank you, Keanu.
Not even out of breath. That's good.
Did Keanu steal the mic? He dropped the mic, he's out of here.
Okay. Hello. First of all, I'm mad at you for the whole Sonic cosplayers wearing swimsuits thing. Except for you! I'm wearing medical scrubs. I'm wearing blue medical scrubs got from Walmart. But also, shout out David. You pretty much made my childhood. SA2 is like my favorite game of all time. I was just a kid. Absolutely, you made that game for me, and that led me to introduce you to Jason, and Ian, and Kurt. It's perfect, and thank you for that. But specifically to Jason, how did it feel when you were going for Shadow the Hedgehog 05? Oh wait, he uses guns? He swears? I thought this was a kid's series. What is this? How did you feel about that?
I felt awesome! I was 23 years old, and I got to swear in a video game, of which the script was the size of the Manhattan phone book. It was a dream. I had to pinch myself every session and remind myself not to suck, because it just felt like I was dreaming the whole time. It really felt, and Shadow the Hedgehog was the first video game I ever worked on. Look, as far as living the dream, that was the pinnacle. I couldn't, nothing compared to that point. It was quite amazing.
Thank you.
And your blue scrubs look amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Jason, real quick, can you explain to them what a phone book is?
Yes. Back in my day, there used to be numbers that we push with our fingers.
This person would like to know if you guys are excited to see Keanu's version of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Yeah, totally. I hope he has to ride around on a bus that cannot go below 50 miles per hour.
Sorry, we're having a game of rock, paper, scissors.
See that?
Okay.
Game of telephone.
So, I want to thank the Con folk for setting this up, for having all of you, because this is a rarity. The same. All right, so I know this is the year of Fearless Shadow, right? So, can y'all give me the little Be Fearless? Be Fearless.
Be fearless.
Nobody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that.
Be fearless. Be fearless. Be fearless.
There's nothing to fear except fear itself.
Alright, hello. Well, first off, I met all of you for Shadows on Friday, and I gotta say, all of you have done a really great job. And I have a question for Jason. Well, first off, I love the Shadow the Hedgehog game. Will always have a special place in my heart. And also, who's your favorite Sonic character of the boys?
Sonic, because that's where it all started. There wouldn't have been a Jet or a Werehog or a Shadow if not for Sonic. And it's the easiest one for me to voice. I don't lose my voice doing it. Shadow, on the other hand, everything resonates through my throat, so I have to push more to be heard. And although it is maybe mentally my favorite one to do, it's the hardest one to do, aside from the Werehog. So I'd say Sonic, for sure. Thank you.
got a question for Firth.
Yeah.
Do you think you could quote Syax from Kingdom Hearts with your shadow voice?
Oh, now see, there you go. The voices are not that far apart. Really, they're kind of placed in the same place. The only real difference between Syax and Shadow is Shadow's got a little more grit and a lot more attitude. So, give me the question again. You want a Syax line delivered by Shadow?
Correct, yes.
Okay. The moon shines down.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zoe. Hi. I have a question for Jason. How does it feel to not have the gun in any of the Shadow games anymore?
I mean, he should always have a gun, right? Honestly, I don't know how that got approved. The swearing and the gun, I mean, maybe they were also drinking whiskey at the time. But I mean, it seems cool, and a lot of people as Shadow carry guns now, so it's sort of, you know, it's always with him, in his soul.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So that was our last major question.
Excellent.
Can we get some minor questions then?
Is that the best you got?
So, now that we actually have all of you here, we have a very rare opportunity to do a couple of different things that have never been done before. And I apologize that it's Sunday, but I can't.
I will not close on.
Hey, what?
So I want to hear from each of you your best version, whatever you've got you for right now, of Chaos Spear.
Oh my God.
Chaos Spear! Chaos Spear! Chaos Spear!
I gotta stand up though.
Chaos Spear!
And to sign off the panel in its entirety, obviously there's one thing we all have to do together. We all have to use chaos control. So that time can stop, and maybe we can go back in time and do this all over again.
Let's do it.
Alright. So we'll do y'all four together, and then we'll do one with everyone.
Okay. Ready?
Chaos Control!
Now you guys gotta give it back to them.
Oh.
3, 2.
Chaos Spear!
Dodger Stadium.
Y'all guys want to use the pictures of the audience? And then
Yeah.
Sure. Good.
your Shadow the Hedgehog voice acting.
Thanks, everybody.
Sorry. Did you not break anything? Oh, there we go.
Oh my god, the cardboard cutout. Oh, so cute. I'm so sure enough. I didn't get in the last time.
You, my friend, are a national treasure.
I don't want to hear it, Trigger. Shut up.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Shadow!
Got a destiny. For real.
My hand's in the way of the light, god damn it. Okay. Lighting is so There's no way. Would you like a chaos emerald?
You know what? I'd rather love
Thank you!
Party on, dude.
That's a good one. Yo, Vid, my boy. Yo, guys, I'm live with Keanu Reeves right now.
What's up? How's it
Yo.
going? Sorry.
Can you do that one thing that she did that one time with the
One thing I did that
remember
one
the
time?
teaser? My bad. I need to be more in detail. Remember the teaser thing between Shadow and Sonic or whatever that everybody thought it was real?
Yeah, what part of it would you like? It was like a 1 minute.
Anything works. Just anything.
So good to foul with this experience. So happy to be a part of the second family. Chaos control!
Heck yeah, there we go. I'll catch you later, Vin.
See ya.
Yo, I need to get a picture with you later, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. Ah, damn, my seat just got taken just like that. No worries, it's fine. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I'm going to probably walk around for a bit. Should probably grab some water. Did everybody enjoy the panel? I hope you guys enjoyed the panel, honestly. I'm thinking about recording, like either recording more or not. I don't know yet. Yo, make sure to like the stream, guys, because I know we got like 40 people in here. Make sure to like the live stream because it helps a lot too. I will be posting more videos of like Expo and all that, like the concert and all that, most likely when I get back home on like Tuesday or Wednesday. I have some like Sonic Rebirth and TJ Davis, like the whole concert recorded. I have the opening ceremony and I'm planning on getting like the closing. The closing of the ceremony and all that stuff too. So be on the lookout for that. Also, I have actually a surprise thing with some VAs. So, well, silver VAs, past and present. So stick around for that. Excellent! Freaking love Dylan Ted, man. Thank you, Andrew Pitcher, for the $1 donation. Definitely appreciate it. I doubt if Jules showed up since he voiced Shadow. I don't really care. Probably. He's all the way in Australia. He's where the spiders and the kangaroos are. He looked like Kangaroo Jack in the first place, so. Yeah, like Jason's the GOAT. Like, no kidding, bruh.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
Is there like a meet and greet going on right now? I have no idea. Yo, Trigger, thank you for the 99 cents. I definitely appreciate it, man. Y'all gonna make me do the whole like Sonic NPC thing on here? Yo, if we could get this stream to like 50 likes, I promise you I'll probably try to do like the NPC, like Sonic thing or whatever. I'll probably walk through the con stuff later. Right now I'm just gonna walk through the convention.
Yeah, actually.
I see Wade over there along with Sage and a few others. I think Josh is still in here. Oh, hey, there's my boy. What's up, Joshy? Are you getting ready for that the cosplay thing, huh?
By that, I mean I'm helping out with the line.
Okay, so what is like all the cosplay people going to be in here and then like walk out over there?
Yeah, essentially, because it's gonna be a shoot with me. It's supposed to do like prejudging and shit.
Okay. I should probably check out that panel, honestly.
We're like slow as shit on registration right now, so they brought me out to help out with that. Just because I had a loud voice and they do.
Okay. I'm streaming right now if you want to say hi to the chat, so.
What up, internet? How's it going?
I'm just taking them around. We just got done watching the shadow panel right now.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I didn't even, I wish I had told you that. I know
Oh, it's completely live streamed on here. And I got to get like front row seats when they were all taking pictures and all that too.
Oh,
so up close and everything.
That Amy is surprisingly not a part of the cosplay contest. I think they just wanted to get a video of that bot because that's one of the judges.
Oh. You know, I think.
Little stream exclusive right there.
You know, I think that Amy, I seen a video of actually like their YouTube channel. I'm not sure if it's the same costume or whatever, but it looked the same.
Yeah, that costume looks familiar, but I mean,
it looks like the one where they were dancing on like that one, like the Sonic X thing. But like I seen it on another YouTube channel before. Like they went to go get Sonic X Shadow Generations with like another Sonic costume thing that was like that. But all right, Josh, I'll catch you later, man.
Absolutely, brother.
I might walk around, explore. All right, will do, man. Hello.
Hi.
It's a little died down over here. I might have to leave in a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Excuse me. Hey, yo, Pasquale! Pasquale! I'm streaming right now, but I was wondering if you can do like a Sonic thing real quick for me.
What happened?
I said I'm streaming right now, but I was wondering if you could do a Sonic thing for me real quick.
A Sonic thing?
Yeah. It's like any Sonic thing showing off your impression.
My impression?
Of either Sonic or Shadow, because we just got done watching the Shadow panel.
That tornado's carrying the car. Oh wait, that's my car. Gotta go.
Thanks so much, man. Definitely appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna catch you all later, and yeah, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Later, peeps.